go. You guys are open today, right? Yeah. Thank God. I got, let's call it trash juice.
Oh. Where?
Like, mostly just, yeah.
Oh, we'll grab a wipe and then wipe the steering wheel and stuff down.
Because a lot of that stuff was like frozen,
yeah.
So it had melted. It was cold. The trash bags were chilled. And as I picked them up, they were wet.
Yeah.
And I was like...
We'll wipe everything down with wipes.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. Should I go right?
Yeah.
I'm going to go left, but I think I'm going to go right. Gross.
Well, it's out of our life.
Yeah.
Thank God.
Yeah. Yeah, it was gross. But the fridge is already cleaned, and it's like we could start over.
Yeah.
I mean, because we have to start over. So as I'm sure you saw from the dash cam footage, we were able to finally get rid of that trash. So we are trash free until we make more trash, which will be, probably soon. Hello everyone and welcome to Tuesday. Yesterday we took care of this room, which was super important. I have existed in this space now today, and I gotta say I really love everything so far. I haven't had the chance to record anything with the audio interface yet, because I haven't had to record anything yet, but as far as my setup goes and the free space on my desk, it's great and I love it. I haven't cleaned up this area yet though. I'm going to get around to this, but I don't sit on the futon, so I'll get there. That might be a Sunday project. What we did do today, though, was we put Mal's studio back together, and I'm pretty happy about that, because Mal actually packed up a lot of stuff. If we take a look here, like all of Mal's cart was empty. She had moved everything off of her cart. And there's a bunch of stuff here because like in these little bins is like paints. There's like a jillion paints and a jillion paints and a jillion. She actually marks on the top with Sharpie what they are so she just quickly knows. All this stuff, all of this was in boxes. And we had to, reassemble everything today. But we took care of that. We also was kind of using this area for, like whenever we got home that 2 nights ago, 3 nights, God, the time is messed up. 2 nights ago, we just put everything in this room and closed the door. So we had to pull stuff out and move it around too. But at least the studio's set back up. And this is going to be an interesting painting for Mal because like you're going to know this, probably the camera changed a little bit at some point in the middle. Just because we took all this, well, we didn't take all this stuff, but we took the camera and the tripod and stuff to Emil's, so that was all with us, and we had to tear this down, so trying to put it back up and get exactly the right angle is, you're going to notice it. Even in the time-lapse, I'm sure you'll notice a change. The other thing that's really cool about this painting, which I'm not sure if this vlog will be out before it's out, so I'm just going to kind of like peek around the corner. Ooh, what could that be? The other cool thing about this painting is that this painting has traveled quite a bit. It has been to 2 different states, which is something that none of the other paintings have done. Mal's Harvest Moon piece was painted in 2 different was it painted in 2 different locations? No, it was painted here, but it was during the time where we hadn't actually moved here yet, so that was why I was remembering that. I forget what she calls that one. I think it's called Festival. But that piece was painted here before we officially moved here. We were renting both places and moving stuff slowly. We were still sleeping at the apartment, but she painted it here. But this piece in particular is going to have, kind of a special story, just for the fact that it's been to 2 different states. Like, we traveled through, we escaped a hurricane with that piece. So when that piece is finally available and sells and it's off on its merry way, I think Mal's always going to remember that piece fondly because it traveled with us in the car there and back. So it's got a really cool story attached to it too. Otherwise, I've just been trying to get back in the swing of things. I worked a little bit yesterday, was mostly just cleaning stuff up and working on the office. But today I started to get back into it a little bit more. Although I was still so super tired. We did breakfast stream this morning, and then we had to take a nap for a little bit. So we're getting there. We're getting there. Fortunately, it's very early right now, so we're going to get a full night's rest tonight, and get up and have a full day of work tomorrow, including not breakfast stream, lunch bunch. We've got all these things that are related to food, because of course we do. I'm looking forward to seeing everybody. I don't know who exactly is going to be there tomorrow, but I'm looking forward to it because like this will be the first time that everyone's seeing each other since the the hurricane hit, and obviously we didn't do lunch bunch last week, so it'll be interesting to see who's there and if they have any stories of the of the storm. I think almost everyone stayed. A few people evacuated, but I think almost everyone stayed, so it'll be interesting to see what people experienced. That's it for today. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, let's meet back tomorrow, shall we?